Good morning, student. Here we have started chapter number 6, lines and angles. Now it is part number 5. The topic that we are going to learn here, that is lines parallel to the same line. Now let we are going to discuss lines parallel to same line. For that, given that here you can see that there are given three lines. Here given line L is parallel to line M. Line is parallel to line M, and one more M is parallel to N. Now we want to say that here you can see that N is parallel to M and L is parallel to M. Then we are going to prove that both line L and N are parallel to each other. So here you can say that let us draw line T transversal for the lines L, M, N. It is given that line M parallel to line L and line N is parallel to line L. Means line M and N are parallel to line L. Therefore, from the angle 1 and 2, 1 and 2 are equal because corresponding angles axiom, and 1 and 3 also are equal, so that angle 2 and 3 are equal as from first, but angle 2 and angle 3 are corresponding angles and they are equal because L is transverse, T is transversal. So by that way, therefore you can say that a line M is parallel to line N, converse of corresponding angles axiom. So by that way we can say that if any two line is parallel to any one same line, then both line are parallel to each other. So by that way, let's solve some exam by drawing such parallel lines, and we can find such angles, corresponding angle, alternative angles and such other angles by using this axiom. Let theorem 6.6, lines which are parallel to the same line are equal, line are parallel to each other. The property above can be extended to more than two lines also. Then theorem number 6.6 says that if lines which are parallel to the same line, then these lines are parallel to each others. And one more thing, that if we take more than two lines in such a situation, then all the lines are parallel to each other. By that way, now let take example number 4 in figure 6.24. If PQ parallel to RS, angle MXQ is equal to 135 degree and angle MYR is equal to 40 degree. Find XY XMY. Here given MXQ 135 and MYR is equal to 40. Now we want to find XMY, this angle we want to find. Now let we draw one parallel line to both the lines PQ and RS, that is AB. Now here you can see that angle MXQ and angle BMX are interior angles at the same side of this transversal, as well as YMB and MYR are alternate interior angles. So if you want to find this angle XMB, then we can take we subtract 135 from 180, then we can find XMB. And here if you want to find YMB, so it is equal to angle MYB, that is 40. So taking this sum of this both angle, we can find angle XMY easily using the all angles. So solution, here we need to draw a line AB parallel to line PQ through point M as shown in the figure. Now AB parallel to PQ and PQ parallel to RS, as you can see in the figure. Now as we have discussed, Therefore, AB parallel to RS as we have axiom or theorem number 6.2. Now let angle QXM plus angle XMB is equal to 180. Why? AB parallel to PQ and interior angles of on the same side of the transversal XM. So its sum is equal to 180. Then QXM is equal to 130 degree. And after then we can find 135 plus angle XMB is equal to 180 degree. Hence we can find angle XMB is equal to 45 degree. Now angle MBY is equal to angle MYR because AB parallel to RS and both are alternate angles. So therefore we can say that angle MBY is equal to 40 degree. Now we want to find angle XYM. So here angle XMB and angle BMY are adjacent angle and is equal to angle XMY. Therefore 45 degree plus 40 degree is equal to 85 degree. So by using this property of parallel lines, we can find such angles related to this property. Now let one more example. Example 5, if transversal intersects two lines such that the bisector of a pair of corresponding angles are parallel, then prove that the two lines are parallel. Means here you can see that here given two lines PQ and RS and here AD is a transversal. Given that the corresponding pair corresponding angles, that is ABQ BCS, ABQ and BCS, and drawn two bisectors, and these two bisectors, that is BE and CG, are parallel. BE and CG are parallel. Then we want to prove that PQ and RS also parallel. For that we have to prove that ABQ angle and this angle BCS angle are equal. We have to prove that ABQ and BCS angles are equal. For that, after then we can say that the PQ and RS are parallel to each other. Now let in figure 6.23, a transversal AD intersects two lines PQ and RS at point B and C respectively. Ray BE is the bisector of angle ABQ. BE is the bisector of ABQ, means it divide angle ABQ in two equal parts, ABE and EBQ. So here angle ABE and EBQ are equal. And ray CG is a bisector of angle BCS. BCS means it divides, CG divides BCS in two equal parts, BCG and GCS. And BE is parallel to CG is given. BE is equal to BE parallel to CG is given in the question. We are to prove that PQ is parallel to RS. It is given that ray BE is a bisector of angle ABQ. Therefore, angle ABE is half of angle ABQ. ABE is half of angle ABQ. Similarly, ray CG is the bisector of angle BCQ. BCS. So, BCG is equal to half of angle BCS. Now, here, but BE is parallel to CG and AD is a transversal. Therefore, angle ABE is equal to angle BCG. Angle ABE is equal to angle BCG, corresponding angle axiom. Substituting 1, 2 and 3, you get what you get? Half of angle ABQ is equal to half of angle BCS. BCS means both the angle ABQ and BCQ is equal, and these two angles are equal, and these two angles are corresponding angles. So, but they are the corresponding angles formed by transversal AD with PQ and RS and are equal. Therefore, PQ parallel to RS, converse of corresponding angles axiom. So, by that way, we can prove such examples. One more example 6. In the figure 6.27, AB parallel to CD, AB parallel to CD, and CD parallel to EF, means each other are parallel. Also EA is perpendicular to AB. If angle BEF is given 55 degree, find the value of X and Y. Here given BEF means angle DEF. We can also take DEF. You can see in the figure here DEF, and here one more point. If you take one more point, then this angle Y, ED, and here one more point, any G. So EDG is both angle are, which are these both angle are interior angles on the same side. So we can find value of Y, and it is equal to value of X because AB and CD are parallel. Then we can find these both angles, and after then we find the value of Z, and we can say that if AE is perpendicular to AB, then AE also perpendicular to EF. So this angle will be of 90, and if we subtract 55 from 90, then we can find angle Z. Let's do that. Solution: Y plus 55. Y plus 55. Why? It is interior angle on the same side of the transversal. So its sum is 180. After then, therefore, Y is equal to 180 minus 55, that is 125. And here X is equal to Y. X is equal to Y. Why? Because AB and CD are parallel. Therefore, corresponding angles of angles axiom, X is equal to Y. Then X is equal to 125. Now, since AB is parallel to CD and CD is parallel to EF, therefore AB is parallel to EF. So EAB plus angle FEA. These two sum of these two angles is equal to 180 because interior angles on the same side of the transversal EA. Therefore, we can find Z is equal to 35 because here FEA is made by two adjacent angle AEB and BEF. So we can find value of Z is equal to 35. Hence we have the value of X, Y and Z using the properties of parallel lines. Now exercise 6.2. Example number 4, question number 4. In figure 6.31, if PQ parallel to ST, angle PQR is equal to 110 degree and angle RST is equal to 130. Find angle QRS. Here we can show see that PQ is parallel to ST. These two lines are parallel. Here given angle PQR is 110 and RST is 130. Then we want to find QRS. So here we are going to draw one parallel line to PQ and ST. Here we draw one parallel passing through the point vertex R and parallel to PQ and ST. Now after then here extend PQ to Y. PQ to Y, as you can see in the figure, extend PQ to Y. As you can see that here, put X and draw LM LM here, line LM parallel to ST or PY through our TSX. What will be TSX? Here we can see that XY is parallel to ST. So here angle TSX is equal to angle QRS. TSX is equal to QRS, alternate angles. Here TSX is equal to QXS means it is 130, then it is also 130. So QSX is equal to 130. Now if X is 130, then here PQ is parallel to LM, so here XARL will be 130. Here QXS plus RXQ linear pair axiom. It is a linear pair axiom because this angle QXS and RXQ lying on adjacent angle on line RS. So linear pair axiom, it is 180. Then RXQ is equal to 180 minus 130, which is equal to 50. So here it is 50. Now angle PQR is 110 is equal to angle QRM is equal to angle QRM because alternative angles. So here, so that QRM is equal to 110. Now RXQ is equal to RXQ is equal to angle XRM because this is alternate angles. So it is 50 degree. Hence QRS is equal to, which is equal to angle QRM minus angle XRM, which is equal to 60 degree. Hence we have solved this example by this way using the properties of parallel lines. In figure 6.32, if AB parallel to CD, angle APQ is equal to 50. As you can see in the figure, and angle PRD is given 127 degree. Find X and Y. Now you can see that here PQR is one triangle. If we are known two angle from one of these two angles, so we can find alternative. You can see that it is 50. APQ is 50, then PQR will be also 50 because AB is parallel to CD. So APQ equal to PQR. So it is X is equal to 50. Now we can also see here PRD. PRD is exterior angle of triangle PQR. So it is equal to the sum of two acute angle opposite to this angle x and y. So by easily we can find y because we have value of x. तो यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो कि ए बी और सी डी दोनों पैरेलल है, तो ए पी क्यू और पी क्यू आर दोनों इक्वल हो जाएंगे, तो एक्स की वैल्यू 50। अब ये पी आर डी वो एक्सटीरियर पॉइंट है, तो वो 127 है, और ए इक्वल टू सम कितना होता है, तो कि दो एक्यूट एंगल, अपोजिट दो एक्यूट एंगल होते हैं एक्स एंड वाई, उसके सम जितना होता है, तो वाई हमें मिल जाएगा। सॉल्यूशन in the given figure AB parallel to CD, angle APQ is 50 degree and PRD is equal to 120, so that angle APQ plus angle PQC, APQ plus angle PQC, PQC is equal to 180 degree. We can also solve this by other method. So pair of consecutive interior angles are supplementary, as we know that. So it is 50, so it will be of 130 if we subtract it from 180. So PQC equal to 130. Now PQC plus PRQ, PQC plus PQR, PQC plus PQR is equal to 180 because it's linear pair axiom. Here QP is the ray on line CD, so here PQC plus PQR equal to 180. So we can find the value x, 130 plus x is equal to 180, then x is equal to 50, as we have said exterior angle of the triangle. Now let x plus y is equal to 127. As I have discussed, exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the two interior opposite angles, as we know. So 50 plus y is equal to 127, hence y is equal to 77. So we have the value x and y, as you can see here. By such way, we can solve such example from exercise number 6.2. There are given question number 2 and 6 that we can solve easily. Try to solve it by yourself, and if you find any doubt, then you can discuss it with me.